Happiness, a concept that we think of at least once a day, yet it seems challenging to achieve. What are the tips and tricks that could generate positive thoughts and emotions, a general feeling of happiness and well-being? Here are 5 simple scientifically proven tricks to incorporate into our daily lives to become happier. The nutrition that we consume has an impact on hormones, gut microbiota, the chemical composition of our brain, cognitive functions, and also our mood. Nutrition impacts the production and release of neurotransmitters, which are chemical messengers that carry signal from one nerve cell to the next. Complex carbohydrates from whole foods such as sweet potatoes and beans can increase the availability of feel-good chemicals, serotonin, in our brains. Protein consumption increases the level of dopamine and norepinephrine, which are brain chemicals linked to our mood, motivation, and concentration. Follow a Mediterranean diet to be healthier and to be happier. Mediterranean diet is high in olive oil, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, and poultry, has moderate consumption of fermented dairy products, and has been linked with better mood. Mediterranean diet is low in saturated fat and animal proteins, rich in antioxidants, fibers, and monounsaturated fats. Mediterranean diet is also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have mood-stimulating effects among other health benefits. Mediterranean diet is also rich in B vitamins, which are important for our nervous function, brain, health, and mood. A mood-boosting shopping list includes colorful fruits and vegetables, fish, nuts, and seeds, extra virgin olive oil, and herbal tea. Belonging is one of our basic needs, and other people have an important role in our happiness. Our relationships and how happy we are in our relationships have a significant influence on our health and happiness. Close relationships keep us happy throughout our lives, and the impact is more than money or fame. The effect is not only limited to romantic relationships, but close friendships and even a strong social support at work are also part of it. Having a strong social support and feeling we can count on others when life gets tough has a significant role in our happiness and protects us from life's discontent. Lonely people have a higher level of stress hormone, cortisol. In the first year of pandemic, global anxiety and depression increased by a massive 25% according to WHO. So, what does close social support actually mean? It means relationships that are more than a simple high. It means a friend who we can approach in a difficult time, with whom we feel comfortable expressing ourselves, and who has our well-being in mind. The more we connect to others and build meaningful relationships, the happier we would feel, which could result in more relationships along the way. We have all heard of runner's high, a short-lasting, deeply euphoric state following a run. This euphoric state is not exclusive to running. After an intense exercise, same chemicals, which are called endocannabinoids, are released in the brain, and the impact is similar to chemicals in cannabis. It turns out that smoking a joint and exercising are not that different after all. But the point is, exercising does not have any serious side effects. In this euphoric state, we take more pleasure from being around other people, and we are more likely to connect to others, which in turn would boost our mood even more. Experiences make us happier than owning items. Participating in any fitness activity would also provide us with a richer experience, which in return would make us happier. There are many different types of activities to choose from, including walking, running, swimming, dancing, biking, lifting weights, or practicing yoga. We are more likely to continue with an activity if it matches our personality and the timing of the activity is convenient for us. Learned optimism is a concept coming from positive psychology. With a more positive outlook on life, we are in a better position to enhance our well-being and be happier. Learned optimism is the opposite of learned helplessness. In learned helplessness, we would feel we cannot change our circumstances after experiencing stressful events one after other. We can learn to be more optimistic by practicing the ABCDE model of optimism, which was developed by Seligman, the father of positive psychology. As you might guess, each letter stands for a step in this method. A stands for adversity. In this step, we identify the situation or event that is causing us to think negatively. B stands for belief, and the goal of this step is to assess our thoughts about this event and how do we interpret the situation. C is for consequences of our negative thoughts, the way that we behave, respond, or feel. D D is for disputation. At this stage, we dispute the belief we have about the situation. We can ask ourselves, what is another way of looking at this situation? Is the situation as bad as I am thinking of it? E represents energization, the outcome that comes from trying to challenge our beliefs. After the shift in our mindset, we can think of positive actions we can take to change the situation. In the beginning, it may not be easy to identify our negative thoughts. After going through this process a few times, it will become easier and easier. Let us know in the comments below if you have any special trick to lift your mood when feeling down. If you enjoy this type of content, do not forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel before we move on to the next happiness hack. People spend 46.9% of their waking hours thinking of something other than what they are doing. This means half of our time is spent thinking of the future or past. This mind wandering and daydreaming make us unhappy. When we let our minds wander into the past or future, we get trapped in negative emotions such as anxiety, sadness, and resentment. When we bring all of our senses to the present moment, we would feel peaceful, calm, and happier. So, we can be happier by practicing being at the present moment. The most direct way to achieve this is by practicing meditation. Other ways are doing yoga or contemplative prayers. However, not everyone is interested in doing so. There are easier ways to incorporate mindfulness in our day-to-day life by paying attention to our sense perceptions, our emotions, and our thoughts. We usually operate on autopilot from the time we wake up. We can try to shift our attention to the details of each moment. For example, in the morning, listening to the birds chirping and to appreciate the beauty of the sunrise. By being in the moment, we try not to get caught in memories of the past or plans for the future. We should use all of our senses to bring attention to the present task. What can we see, taste, smell, or touch at particular moments? When making coffee, smell the brewing coffee, smell the fresh cut grass on our way to work, and feel the warmth of the sun on our skin. Also, we should let go of all the distractions such as phones or TV. Like everything else, mastering mindfulness requires practice, and we should remain kind and gentle to ourselves during the process. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you want to know about the influence of genetics on happiness level, click on the card on your screen.